So this is Adobe Spark. What you can do on this website is you can create social graphics, web pages, or short videos. So what we're going to be doing today is creating a web page. So if I click create a page, it's going to take me to a login where I'm going to choose how to log into their site. So you can go with Google, Facebook, email. I have an Adobe ID, so I'm going to log in using that. So here it's going to land me on my project page. I'm going to hit that plus sign up here. Okay, we're going to click web pages, and then scrolling down you have a few choices for what your templates look like. So things for teaching and studying, case study, or promoting your brand. So for today's sake we're going to be using the portfolio template. Okay, so this is your page. What you can do is you can add a title, a subtitle, and a background image. It's the first thing that people see when you come to your page. Okay, and then if I click this background, it's going to give me the option to choose a photo. And here on the side, it's going to let you either upload a photo or find free photos or use a variety of different methods to get those into your site. So I already have a photo that I've chosen. I'm going to choose upload. Okay, select it from my file and then open. Then it will load and then it'll be on my site. So as it's loading, you can also click, okay, and it's going to let you choose a focal point. So this is a portrait photo, so it's really long for this website. So I can actually click and drag and move where the focal point will be for my site. So I might want it to be a little further down, and then I'm going to come up here and hit save. Okay, so that's the first landing page. Then we scroll down and it gives you a few options for what you can add to your web page. So if we're going to add a photo, you'll have the same pop up here. I'm going to choose a photo from my work and open. Awesome. So our first photo is here on our site. So it gives you a few options when it pops up. One, you can add a caption here. And then if I click it again, it gives you a few options for how you want it to look on your web page. So inline is how it looks now. You can get it to fill the screen, and then the caption pops up on the side. So once you scroll, it kind of stays there and you scroll past it. Okay, you can also do a window where it's a little bit narrower of an opening when you see it. Full width where it fills the page. Okay, and then you can also replace it or delete it if you don't like it. So I'm going to go back and hit inline there. Okay, and then you just click outside of the image to get out of it. Anytime you want to add something to your page, you're going to want to hit this little plus button on the bottom. So the next thing I want to show you is how to make a text box. So if I'm going to be describing my series, I can add in something like 9 by 12 inches on 110-pound paper. So that's just the type and weight of the paper that I'm using. If you click the text, it gives you a few options. So I can center it. Header 1, H1 is like a different style, so it'll make it bigger. Then you have header 2, and then you can make it into a quote, so it'll align itself on the side like that. So I like header 1, and I'm going to leave it like that. I'm going to click out, and then that sits there. And if I scroll down a little bit like that, then it'll give me another option for what to add. The next thing that you can add is a button. So this is what you want to use if you want to link someone to something outside of your site. Say if you wanted to link them to your Instagram. So I could write as my title, follow me on Instagram. Okay, and then what I've got on the top here is actually my URL to my art account. So I'm just going to copy and paste in the account URL. And then again, you can align it to the side, the center, or to the right. And then when you hit save, it's going to show you those settings that are uploaded there. So if I want to add more than one photo at a time, I can choose a few different options. A photo grid, glide show, or split layout will all lay out my photos out in a different way than what I have above here. So I'm just going to show you the photo grid here. If you choose upload photo, choose about 5 of your photos here, and then they'll upload. And what you can do is reorder them by moving them forward and backwards using these arrows. Once I'm happy with how they look, you can hit save, and then they're all underneath here. Once you're happy with your site, you might want to think about the theme before presenting or sharing your site. So if I click on the top right here, I have a few options for themes. So what these will do is give you different fonts and then also give you a few different color schemes. So this one has sort of a lightish pink color behind. And then you can just figure out what your style is or what your brand is and go from there. So I really like the crisp template, so I'm going to leave it with that. So now that I'm happy with the theme, you can preview your website or present it, and then you can even share it. So if I'm going to preview it just quickly here, it's going to pop up just like it would if I were entering the website. And if I start at the top, you can scroll down, see your photos. If you click on this, it'll take you to the URL that you plugged in, so it's going to take me to my Instagram account right there. Okay, and then down to these photos as well. So you can just X out of that to get out of the preview. And then the final thing I'll show you is how to share your website. So just hit the share button, publish and share link. You give it a title, you can show that you're the author, that's a toggle you can put on and off. Pick a category for what type of site this is, business, causes, education. So I'm going to say education because I'm using this for a class. And then you can give photo credits to any photo that you used, whether it's yours or whether it's one that you took from the internet, you can add credit for it here. And then you can also allow Adobe Spark to use it if they like your project. So I've got that on because I think it'll get more traction online, but that's a level of privacy that you can choose to have or not. When you're happy with all of these settings, then you can create your link. It will load, and then you have a shareable link here. So you can copy this and share it with someone, or you can share it automatically to Facebook, Twitter, Google Classroom, email, or you can embed it into another site. That's all you need to know for Adobe Spark, and I hope you enjoy your new website.